Welcome back to Book Club Preview. I'm Michael, and today we're looking at Warriors Forest of Secrets, Chapter 11. And this chapter was pretty short, or maybe it was just so exciting it went by so fast. But it starts off with Fireheart looking at this flood and remembering Spotted Leaf's words. Water can quench fire. Oh my goodness, here's this flood. What's gonna happen? How's it gonna hurt ThunderClan? He looks over, sees Graystripe. Graystripe is like, oh, what's wrong with Silverstream? Is she gonna be okay? Is RiverClan okay? What's going on? And Fireheart realizes, oh man, where the RiverClan home is, the water had already kind of gone over and covered. So he can understand this panic and fear in his friend. They decide to go back to camp and tell Blue Star about what's going on. When Blue Star hears this, she takes it really seriously, and she calls all the cats together. And now Darkstripe is like, come on, who cares about a little flood? It's not a big deal. It'll just hurt those RiverClan cats. And Blue Star is like, gets really, I don't want to say angry, but really stern, and says, I don't want to hear any of that talk. These floods can affect everyone. And I don't want to hear of any RiverClan cat dying to these floods. And one of the older cats says, yeah, I remember when the floods came and actually flooded here. We stayed dry, but all the prey died and we were hungry and a lot of cats drowned. It wasn't good. And Blue Star says, I remember that too. We need to watch this and keep track of everything and be ready. And then she says, Tiger Claw, I want you to send patrols out to watch the flood to keep track of it. And Tiger Claw says, yes, and we'll also hunt for prey to have a store or a stock of that. And she's like, good idea. Now, Fireheart is kind of waiting to see if Tiger Claw is going to call him to go on patrol when he sees Graystripe slowly starting to sneak away. And Fireheart says, yo, Graystripe, dude, you can't run off right now and see Silverstream. That's crazy. He's like, dude, I have to check on her. Oh, man. Fireheart decides, I'm going to go with you. So he goes over to Tiger Claw and he says, Tiger Claw, Graystripe and I are going to go patrol at the Sunning Rocks just to make sure everything's okay. And we'll be back. Tiger Claw can't really say anything. So he says, fine, grab some prey while you're at it. And they take off to the Sunning Rocks. Now, when they get there, they're looking at the river and they're like thinking, oh man, I don't know, we can't cross here. Maybe there's a little better spot we can cross. And then Fireheart hears, do you hear that? Sounds like kits. And they start looking around, they're looking in trees, and then over there, in the middle of the river, there are two kits just on this kind of like wood stack kind of piece of raft, right? Junk raft. And Fireheart says, oh my goodness, there they are. We have to go save them. And so they decide to go off into the water. Now Fireheart goes in. This water's freezing because it's coming off the snow, the melting snow. Graystripe tries to go in, but he remembers being drowned in the water before. And that cold, it really hits him and he has too much fear. And Fireheart's like, hey, it's okay. Stay here, grab the kits, I'll push them over to you. So Fireheart goes alone, and he's swimming against the river, and he kind of lets the river carry him down to the kits, and there's waves everywhere, and he can't see anything, and by StarClan, he's able to make it to the kits. And they're worried, and they're about ready to come over and say, oh, come save us, and they're going to drown him. But he says, stop! Because they're about ready to flip over this little raft that they're on. Stay there. And then he takes a deep breath, pray to StarClan, and he pushes the little raft out into the water. It had gotten stuck on a rock, and he pushes it, and it goes down. Now Graystripe goes down the river and tries to get ready for them as the river's pushing. And this is a battle, right? Fireheart, I think, almost dies a few times. He almost gives up at least once. And then he hears Graystripe saying, I'm over here. He says, oh, he's just a few tail lengths away. And he pushes. And pushes the raft a little bit more. But then the raft starts to break up. and one of the kids goes into the water. And that is how the chapter ends, which is not a very good way to end a chapter. Anguish. Anguish is like pain inside, maybe like a sadness, or you miss someone so much, or someone dies and you just feel hurt so much in your emotions. That's like anguish. Build up a stock. A stock is like storage. So having a storage of animals. So build up a stock, a storage of prey. Precarious means like dangerously, unbalanced. Imagine like a rock and a plate balancing on here. And over here are some sharks, and over here are some alligators. Oh man, this is like precarious situation. Balance between two really dangerous situations. And the raft is precariously balanced on that rock as the water's pushing it. Plastered is like glued, so the kid's hair is it's like glued, plastered from the water, so like stuck to their body. Propelled is like pushed or moved. If you think about an airplane, some airplanes have propellers on them. These fans, or a helicopter has propellers. And those are movers. They're moving. Propel is to push or move. That leaves us with our discussion question. How would you rescue the kids? Okay, if you were Fireheart and Graystripe and you saw some kids in the middle of this flooding river, what would you have done the same or differently than Fireheart and Graystripe? And of course, please make your own discussion question. That is all the time that we have for today. But thank you so much for joining me for this episode of Book Club Preview. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.